And we're going to start 10-2 beta by coming back to a problem from last week, which is problem 55. The vector has a magnitude of 7 and a direction of 40 degrees. Is added to a vector the magnitude of 4 and a direction angle of 140. What is the magnitude of the resulting vector? Okay? So find your work for problem 55. I'll give you a couple minutes to finish it up, and we'll go over problem 55. Seven cosine 40 degrees. Ready? Do you understand what happened here? I am in radian mode, so I can use a degree symbol to overwrite the radians. 7 cosine 40 degrees in A, 40 cosine 140 degrees in B, then put the signs in C and D. The square root of A plus B squared plus C plus D squared is B, which truncates to 7 and 435 thousandths. Okay? On the calculator. Second apps, there's the angle, there's the degree symbol in 1. So if you're in radian mode, you can just overwrite it there. So, velocity and acceleration. The velocity vector is just the derivative of x with respect to t, the derivative of y with respect to t, and acceleration is the derivative of velocity, same thing. Okay? These are not particularly challenging. So I look at example number 7, and they want the velocity and acceleration vector, and they give you this pretty user-friendly vector. 4 sine t, y is 2 cosine t. Derivative of sine is cosine. Derivative of cosine is a negative sign. You would have that. Second derivative, you would have that. You're just bouncing back and forth between sine and cosine. We're going to be careful of is the SIGN. Okay? So that's your model. You're going to problem number 35. All right, so it's problem 35. The velocity. Ready? You got the product rule here. And the chain rule. So for the first term, derivative of sine mu is cosine mu d mu times the second term plus derivative of the first term times derivative of the second term, so it becomes derivative of cosine is negative sine, so you end up with that plus a negative. Derivative of this is just derivative of sine mu at 5 pi over 4. Ready? At 5 pi over 4, the cosine's negative and the sine's positive. They're both root 2 over 2. So you would end up with root 2 over 2, 0. Because you're doubling 5 pi over 4 when you have 2t. So the speed would be this squared plus this squared, square root of that, which would be just 2 root 2. Okay? And then The particle's going to the right at time 5 pi over 4. So that wasn't chapter 10 work necessarily. That was the chain rule and the product rule. Just go back up here and focus on this line. Take a look at your work and take a look at that line. It's just the first term. Derivative sine 2t is not hard.